Genius Brain listeners, this podcast is brought to you by BetterHelp. Taking care of your mind is just as important as your body, but traditional therapy can cost up to $250 a session. Wow, it adds up fast. BetterHelp makes it more affordable, saving you up to 50% per session with a flat weekly rate with over 30,000 therapists and 5 million people served. It's the world's largest online therapy platform. It's convenient, flexible, and you can switch therapists anytime. Your well-being is worth it. Visit BetterHelp.com/genius today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/genius.
Is Kanye saying he felt guilty that he took advantage of his cousin?
Oh my God. That changes everything.
It's not so funny anymore. I should have said that while laughing.
No. It's not. No, the whole fucking thing is not funny at all.
Yeah.
It's just weird.
The context behind
it's him popping up out of nowhere in a fucking black KKK suit saying, I sucked my cousin. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Genius Brain Podcast. Kanye be sucking his cousin's dick. There is nothing else that I want to start this podcast with besides that verse.
You think you're done talking about someone, and then they're just like, what do you call? Is that why he thinks he's a god? Because he moves culture,
dude,
in waves like this.
You know, like I said on this podcast, I was never going to talk about this man, right? But then he did it. He did the one thing that would get me to talk about this guy again. Only because it's such an interesting dive into a human being's psychopathy.
Yeah.
Like the first thing I thought when I heard this shit was, damn, till you were 14, bro? That's a long time. That's 14?
Because he's talking about when they were 6.
Yeah, when they were like super young.
Yeah.
It's like the first time, because he was still living with his parents, obviously, but he found like these dirty magazines, and in the song lyrics, it kind of alludes to the fact that the top ones were like gay porn magazines.
His dad's porn magazines were porn, you know.
Yeah.
And then his mom's porn was gay porn.
Yeah.
That intrigues me too.
I've never heard of
because I've seen a girl's internet history and she was watching gay porn. And then another girl I know was telling me, yes, I watch gay porn every now and then. So I'm like, huh. And then there's the
what the fuck?
Gay manga, like gay manga and gay manhwa.
Oh,
yaoi
or something like that.
Yeah. Who are the biggest readers? Women. So women are apparently the biggest consumers of gay porn.
They just love watching other dudes suck each other off.
I guess.
Dude, I get so fucking mad sometimes, like when I'm trying to watch porn, and then I explicitly click the button that says straight only, right? And I'm scrolling, and then I see a dude sucking a dick, and then immediately shut it off. You ruined the whole thing. I can't even fight through this anymore. Why? Why would you do that?
Yeah.
Like, why? And then now there's like this weird. Now because porn sites are, being a lot more inclusive, it's gay, trans now. Right. Trans is a category, and I explicitly hit straight, and there's a fucking girl with a dick. Why? Why do you do that?
What happens when you sign into Xvideos? It's like it's gay. No, it's straight, gay, and trans. And then you click it as soon as you get in.
Yeah.
I think that's how it works.
That shit is, what's the point, dude? Why do I even click it in the first place if you're not going to listen to me? It's just so fucking wild, dude. Yeah, but Kanye's over here. Listen, let's just go read the lyrics real quick. I haven't heard the song, but I read the lyrics and it fucking blew me away. No pun once again.
Well, yeah, because when you hear it as a song, you shouldn't be laughing.
Yeah.
But
it doesn't even sound like a song.
I'm like, is this a Weird Al Yankovic song?
Yeah.
Like, what is this, Lonely Island? You're like, this is beyond satire and parody. It's like, whoa,
what?
This is a song.
I was like, was this just like a therapy session that you just recorded with a beat? Like, what the fuck is going on? So let's start with, it goes, I saw you outside again, just hanging out with your friends. Normal. Hanging with my cousin, reading dirty magazines. Could be normal, depending on what age. We seen tunes kissing. We ain't know what that shit means. All right, it's getting a little weird. Then we start reenacting everything that we had seen. Fair, okay. Is Kanye saying he's gay? Maybe. That's when I gave my cousin head. Gave my cousin head. Gave my cousin head. I gave my cousin head. Why is that the chorus? Why is that the chorus of the song? That's the part that repeats itself multiple times in the song.
It's keeping it real.
Yep. Verse 2.
But he's not gay.
He's not gay. And I know these about to judge me now. No shit. Started off when we was hanging out. Told my cousin not to tell nobody. Please tell me. People tell me to take it to my grave. Truth will set me free someday. I don't think they understand that I'm not attracted to a man. They thought I was gay. That's a subtitle.
Right.
Nitrous don't help me. It just put me in a trance. I'm talking about euphoria. I'm not talking about a man. What the fuck are you talking about? Told her don't leave me because I need you by my side. As long as you don't leave me, then I'll probably be all right. Well, not too bad. And that one time that you left me, I took 10 perks to get high. 10 perks to get high. Pray that I don't die. But if I die, see you in the sky. 2 pints of the quay quay. Don't leave, just stay bay. Okay, not too bad. That's not bad. First part, horrendous.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
The second verse is like about how he's on nitrous, but has literally no standing next to. What did you just say?
I know. I was on Quaaludes. Hey, I feel you, man. Sucking my cousin's dick. Sucking my cousin's dick.
Yeah.
Sucking my Why do you have to say it like 6 times? We heard you the first time, man.
That's some like Tourette's shit.
Yeah.
Too. Like, oh man.
So he was apparently doing it till he was like 14 years old.
Right.
And when he told his cousin that he didn't want to do this anymore, apparently his cousin ended up killing a pregnant woman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think so that cousin, he said a few years after, he was like, hey, we can't look at Dirty Mags together.
Yeah.
Like a few years after that, he killed a pregnant lady and he's got life in jail.
Yeah.
So maybe that's, I don't know him, what his whole thing is with coming out with all that. But hey, he got some support from a lot of other people saying, hey, good job.
I sucked my cousin's dick too. Dude, he was like, I forgot what he said too. It was something along the lines of, he's talking about, oh yeah, the reason why he continued to suck his cousin's dick for like 8 years is because of guilt. Because he's the one who introduced him to those magazines. So out of guilt, this fool is getting his fucking mouth nutted in. For like, what the fuck is going on with you, man? I don't care how guilty I feel. I'm not sucking your dick, dude. What the fuck? What kind of retribution is that? Like, how is that going to solve anything?
I didn't recall that part of the song.
So he said it in the interview. Yeah, he said
had an interview after this.
It was so I reading an article, and basically he was saying that the reason why he continued to give his cousin oral sex was because he felt guilty for introducing him into the dirty magazines. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure I read that right. But I did read it when I was really tired.
Okay.
But that was like one of the things, and he was like, "My name is Kanye West, and I sucked my cousin's dick till I was 14." I'm like, strong statement, man. Thank you. Tell that to your therapist, bro. You know?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, it's this
the hell,
is one
man?
of those things. It's like you tell your therapist or we're gonna laugh. Like,
yeah.
I don't know. Maybe he meant it to be funny because he's also throwing up some memes with it. Too.
Is he?
I mean, like, yeah, on his Twitter feed. I don't know, but because it's like it's still semi-funny because he's not gay.
Yeah.
He's not coming out of the closet. He's telling everyone why he's fucked up.
Yeah, here, let me get you the quote. This song is called Cousins, about my cousin that's locked in jail for life for killing a pregnant lady a few years after I told him we wouldn't look at dirty magazines together anymore, which, I'm sorry, kind of funny. Not the murdering part, but the fact that his psychopathy started from, we can't watch gay porn anymore. Oh, fuck! And then he just like flips out. The fuck? He started haywiring. That's such a random thing, dude. Perhaps in my self-centered mess, I felt it was my fault that I showed him those dirty magazines when he was 6, and we acted out what we saw. Then he announced that he performed oral sex on his younger male cousin until he was 14. But wait, his younger cousin?
Yeah.
I thought he was the younger one.
Kanye to his younger cousin.
What the fuck? That's even more unheard of. Usually it's the older person taking advantage of the younger person. Wait, what
I believe is Kanye saying he felt guilty that he took advantage of his cousin.
Oh my God. That changes everything.
It's not so funny anymore. I should have said that while
No. It's not. No, the whole dick sucking thing is not funny at all.
Yeah.
It's just weird.
The context behind
It's him popping up out of nowhere in a fucking black KKK suit saying, I sucked my cousin's dick. Like,
right. All of it on top of like him coming back and like being madly openly anti-Semitic and such. And I don't know. Is it hurting him? Isn't that why he's saying all this? Because he feels like he can't be like brought down?
Well, that's the thing too. Like for him, his whole thing was like, the industry won't let me be myself. They were doing a good job, man. Like this, I think that was supposed to happen, fool.
Right.
This fool he is bipolar,
Yeah.
right? There's anybody else who disagrees with this at this point, you're insane. He needs help. And for him, he thinks that the medication was killing him, which I don't know. I don't know what it's like to be on anything medicated that changes my personality, whether it's for the good or bad. I don't know what it feels like, right? But this guy is so large that he has influence over the world, to even when he's behaving like this, whether it's because of his bipolarism or he is just literally a fucking jackass, that people now, because he's an influential human being, will add things to what he's saying that's not even there.
Right.
This is what Kanye's next level genius. Y'all don't even know attention is money. He's trying to get money because that's how he stays in business. Shut the fuck up. Like, what are you what is he selling, dude?
I think he's just having an episode.
I think he's having an episode.
Yeah.
And you guys keep making him out to be, when I say Kanye West is a genius, I do mean it. In terms of his music and what he did in fashion, that's high-key genius shit.
Yeah.
And if you guys don't agree with that, and obviously, there's always people who don't fucking wear clothes at all. They're like, oh, dude, what do you mean about, you don't know how to dress, you don't know fashion, shut the fuck up. You're not even part of this conversation anyways. Right? I'm not talking about him being a genius. We're not talking about him being Albert Einstein. I'm saying in his respective bubble, he has done crazy shit, which makes him a genius in that genre.
Yes.
Right? So shut the fuck up about that. I'm not trying to hear any about it. But you can't make him, when he does stupid, terrible, weird things, sometimes it's just stupid, terrible, and weird. It's not a next level layer thing. You don't have to peel back the fucking banana to see what's going on. He's literally lost his mind.
Genius Brain listeners, this podcast is brought to you by BetterHelp. BetterHelp. It's all about that mental help. Yes, the jingle that'll help your heart. Something rhymes with jingle. Anyways, I have been using BetterHelp for a very long time now, and it has helped me with my mental health journey. So anyways, let's just talk numbers. Traditional in-person therapy can cost anywhere from $100 to $250 per session, which adds up fast. But with BetterHelp online therapy, you can save on average up to 50% per session. With BetterHelp, you pay a fat fee. I said a fat fee. I meant a flat fee for weekly sessions, saving you big on cost and time. Therapy should feel accessible, not like a luxury. With online therapy, you can get quality care at a price that makes sense and can help you with anything from anxiety to everyday stress. Your mental health is worth it, and now it's within reach. I have used BetterHelp for a very long time, and it's been super helpful for me because remember, mental health is mental wealth. And with over 30,000 therapists, BetterHelp is the world's largest online therapy platform. So your well-being is worth it. Visit BetterHelp.com/genius today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/genius.
I'm like halfway waiting for all of his fans to be like, yeah, I sucked my cousin's dick too. Like, cause that's, your influencer's favorite influencer. Like, I kind of thought that Kanye was trying to be out there, like getting people to openly say some crazy shit like he just did too.
Dude, this fool assaulted his younger cousin.
Yeah, but then what's not clear is the age difference between them. Kanye was...
Oh, they were both under minors. They were both
minors. They were both minors.
Oh, that's right.
So it's just child on child.
Like a part
I don't know how to call it abuse because they both didn't know what the fuck they were doing.
I feel too, and the reason why I also can make light of this situation, sometimes a part of me doesn't even feel like this is real.
Yeah, it's because it's absurd.
Yeah.
We could be angry, cry, or laugh. And I think for me, my coping mechanism is laughing.
Laugh. I'm just going to laugh. It just sounds, it's almost like, hey, listen, I'm going to say the most anti-Semitic shit, and even Adidas won't drop me. Next day, Adidas like, bye. He goes, what the fuck? You know?
That's funny.
Yeah, right? And then he's finding out that, oh, how do I top my own spectacle that I'm creating?
Oh my goodness.
And I feel like his bipolarism is exacerbating whatever he's thinking times 10 or times infinity. So now he's just thinking of going crazier and crazier and crazier, and he's not even knowing that he's doing this.
Right.
Like, it's literally, he's bipolar. And I think this is just part of one of those like psychotic breakdowns. And
Right.
but he's just somebody who's bipolar, who has a huge platform that happened to be a genius in his own respective craft.
You know what's wild is that this new album coming out, half of it is written by Dave Free. The
Oh, really?
big giant dude who wants to crowd surf. Yeah, it's like a co-op album. Like
Dave Dave Blunts.
Dave Blunt.
Blunts.
Yeah, Dave Free is Kendrick's director.
Yeah. Holy
yeah, Dave
shit.
Blunts. Yeah.
The fucking guy that wants to kill his fans, that jumps in the air?
Yeah. So I think that's where Kanye... See, that's another thing that Kanye's doing is like the people he ends up working with too is just people who are doing something different, right? And so, I wish I remembered his name. Mello? Why Mello? He just makes terrible raps on purpose, and it's just hilarious, right? And then the thing is, though, he has unironic fans, people who just listen to it, like the same way perhaps we grew up listening to Weird Al,
Yeah.
you know, and even The Lonely Island.
Yeah.
Like some people just listen to that shit unironically, and so his generation of fans is Kanye's daughter. And so for her birthday, Kanye, wrote a song with this terrible fucking rapper to do a song with his daughter.
Holy shit.
And now his status jumped from like, I mean, hey man, are you really doing this?
Yeah.
Or are you now really making music? Because nobody gets this kind of like collab project.
His little fucking daughter too, untalented little bitch. Like that little girl, dude, fucking doing the little Lion King music. She fucking sucked.
Right, she was terrible.
She was fucking terrible, dude.
Yeah.
And like the idea too, where parents are like, you shouldn't talk about that way about kids. Sorry. Give a fuck. How else is she gonna learn?
Yeah.
Everybody's out here fucking sucking her off like she's Kanye's cousin. Like
That's
fucking
probably
little shit.
God.
Fucking.
But that's probably one of those reasons why maybe the next generation of actors aren't seen as so great in their craft. Probably because this generation has been told that they've been great forever.
Yeah.
All the time.
Like their child, it's not even an issue of like nepotism when I see that little girl, right? It's an issue of both of her parents
lying
to her, teaching her that she's the best. This is why I hate it when fucking parents.
It's like Will Smith's kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just told him you can do anything.
Yeah.
Everything. Okay, I'm gonna show up to the Grammys with a house on my head.
Dude. Let me tell you something. When fucking Jada Smith came up behind Justin Bieber and started grinding on his ass and he kissed him on the cheek, that's gayer than Kanye sucking dick, dude. Yeah. That's what that shit is. Are you fucking out of your mind?
Dude. And,
like, what the hell is that about?
And Justin Bieber hasn't been doing shit yet. All of a sudden, he's all over the news again. And for me, it just feels like the paparazzi just being parasitic.
Yeah.
For some guy who's just been minding his own business. But then again, I've also, you see shit with like those old videos with him and P. Diddy. And then you kind of start to perhaps maybe understand why
he's a little messed up
through it. Yeah.
And he's like also an example too of somebody who like blew up really fast. And by the way, very well deserved. Very fucking talented. The guy's fucking dope, right? Mm-hmm. But like when you go to somebody like Jaden Smith, he's the untalented one in the family. He's the black sheep, right? Because Willow Smith,
she's talented.
Is talented as fuck, dude. She's so fucking talented,
dude.
She
could dance.
She could dance. She could sing. She's like a legit musician. Jaden, not so much.
He thinks he's a thought leader.
Yeah. Dude,
he thinks he should be giving TED Talks.
Dude, Did you see that interview with him and like
Big Boy?
Big Boy?
Yeah, that shit
I
makes
wanted
me
to
cringe.
blow my brains out, dude. This fool just like, dude, you know, kids my age, they're always just like, yeah, let's party, dude. Why can't we just like talk about like philosophy and stuff? I wanted to take his boxers and stretch it over his head and wrap it onto his face.
It's like, you're not that kind of nerd.
Yeah. He doesn't know what skin he's in. Like,
Yeah.
it's like you can't be comfortable in your own skin because you don't know who you are. Like, it's almost like he knows that he's had it so good that he wants to be disturbed and interesting, right? And I think a lot of like rich kids feel like that because they can't relate to the common person. Because, you know, when we talk about shit, we talk about our trauma, we talk about shit that we've been through, stuff that we saw.
Yeah.
What did you see? Barcelona? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
You grew up in Beverly Hills and Bel Air, quite literally. You know?
And it's not even like to not his fault. It's like how you were raised. Right? Because I know people who grew up very wealthy and they had plenty of stuff to talk about.
Yeah.
And they would just talk about shit that I didn't know about, right?
Yeah.
Whatever places they vacationed to and stuff that they learned or like current events, we would just talk back and forth on stuff. But they're also comfortable knowing who they are. They know who they are. They talk about their world that they're involved in. And then we just talk about our worlds and that's about it. There's no shame in it. It's like the people I know who are very, very well off, like they almost try to make themselves poorer so they could relate to us common folk.
Yeah.
And it makes me want to rob them.
Yeah. And then we went to their house.
Yeah.
And we're like, what the fuck were you talking about?
Yeah.
Bro? You
You
have this
fucking liar, dude.
pool and a sunroom and like,
Yeah.
you have 2 different dining rooms?
Yeah. What the hell are you talking? What do you need
Talking
2
about?
for?
Yeah. Oh, a breakfast nook?
Yeah. It would say it would be so inferior. Like I know somebody who lied about the down payment on their house. So it's like, because this person who is an influencer does influencing shit. And I'm like, this is like a $1.6 million home. Like, they're like, oh yeah, like I've been working so hard for this. I was like, no, I make more money than you. I can't afford this. Right. So what the fuck are you talking about? Like, there's no way. And so later on, like I was, you know, I was a little doubtful at first, but I was like, whatever, you know, maybe they just make that much money. And so I was talking to a friend that knows this person and they're like, they didn't fucking pay for that. The parents paid for their house. They bought the whole house for them. I was like,
All right.
why did you lie to me?
Right.
Like, I didn't even ask you. Like, you volunteered that information. You know what I mean? I didn't ask, how'd you pay for this?
Yeah.
It was, oh, you got a new house? That's fucking dope. They're like, yeah, I worked so hard to save up for.
Oh, they had a whole story.
They had a whole story.
Yeah.
I didn't say anything about the price.
Right.
Because number one, it's rude. So, you know what I mean? They volunteered in this information. I'm like, oh, that seems, and I got to look, you know, your spidey senses kind of go up. It's like, that's weird. It's like me talking to a guy like, hey, how you been, bro? Shit, my dick's huge. You know? Never said anything about your dick. Now I know it's small. Thank you very much. Right? And so that's what this person was doing. And when the other was like, no, their parents is like very well off. They own X amount of stuff. Like, you didn't know that? I was like, no, this person made it sound like they're struggling like the everyday person. It's like, get the fuck out of here. Like, of course you own this fucking like almost $2 million home, which is dope for you. Like, if I was a parent, right? And I gave money for my kid to have this house and he's telling everybody else that was their money, I beat the shit out of him. I'm like, that's my hard work that I'm giving to you because I love you. You say, Daddy bought me this house. All right? You out of your fucking mind? I saved every fucking penny. I scraped up all this shit just for you.
Yeah.
And then you go around saying, Tim, my parents didn't help me out at all. I'll fucking kill you, dude. You out of your mind? Yeah, my son, watch this video. I'll beat your fucking ass.
It's in the record books. The other thing in the news this week was Shannon Sharpe.
Come on, Skip.
Yeah. You know, he wasn't excluded on that Fox Sports like sex orgy shit that was going on over there. He took it with him.
Yeah, come on, man. You know I didn't have no sex with no 19-year-old. Maybe I did, but it was consensual.
This is an intense situation, but it's also kind of like that's pretty good, by the way. But it's coming. The person suing him, the lawyer representing her is Busby. I forget.
Yeah.
But he's the same guy who tried to sue Jay-Z, you know, for that case of being raped at a Diddy party. And then all came out to just not line up at all. Her entire story. And it was just like, dude, this lawyer, are you even doing your due diligence? Have you heard your client's story?
No, he just wants money.
Yeah, just wants money. The thing is, I don't want to say the problem is. The thing is, he's also part of a lawsuit against P. Diddy Yet all that stuff turned out to be true.
Yeah.
But then since with Jay-Z and with Shannon Sharpe, this whole thing is coming out. Even the time, like in fashion that it's coming out, is because he's about to have a huge contract because he's about to be a free agent, right? From ESPN or Fox Sports. Anybody could grab him. And he's one of the hottest sports talkers out there. And it just, the timing of it is just, yo, if you bring this out now, he's not gonna get that money that you want to get.
You should have waited, dude.
Yeah.
When I saw this, I only heard about it at first because I follow Shannon Sharpe, and then Shannon Sharpe did a video, where he's explaining like the truth will come out. But it was the way that he said it that made me die, because I didn't know what was going on. I had no context. He's like, okay, you only saw a clip. Why don't you put out the whole 10-minute video? Because you'll see. I was like, hold on, dude. Your defense is that you were consent because you were fucking longer. Okay.
Yeah.
It doesn't bode well for you either way, dude.
Pull out the whole thick tape. Yeah. It's like you want us to watch you bone?
I want all you guys to see my asshole right now. Come on, Skip. Skip, you tell me you ain't ever seen my asshole, Skip. Skip see my asshole. He know my stroke game's good.
God,
like,
damn.
Just like
he also it was supposed to copy and paste what his lawyer says as a statement. But instead, he screenshotted what his lawyer said. Posted a screenshot. Like, dude, you really are Unk. Like,
he's a country bumpkin, dude.
Yeah.
Like, when I'm just like, dude, how come we can't just have a celebrity that just does just this regular shit, dude? And I gotta tell you too, we've talked about this so many times over. There is not a single person in entertainment that doesn't have a certain level of like narcissism. Mm-hmm. And it's just like you're just addicted to like this high life attention, the high of being a popular person. There's no reason like a 56-year-old man should be fucking a 19-year-old.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You like this fucking 56-year-old dick? You like this shit? It's like this prohibition dick? Like, like what the fuck? This full talking. This guy.
He had his sex tape, and apparently that's what upset this girl who's suing him now, because they thought they were an item. But then the other thing was like the text messages that they were like releasing about like how the race play behind it all is just like so cringy, where it's like put a black baby in me type stuff, and it's like,
that's some old, because back in the day,
yeah,
when Shannon Sharpe was around, slavery was still there. That's why this fool old as fuck. He just has like the pill to fucking youth.
Right.
This motherfucker's crazy too. It's like, could you imagine too? Listen, she is of age, right? What is this whole court proceeding about? Is it they say that he sexually assaulted her?
Yeah, she's saying that she said no, and he continued. I didn't read the whole thing, but it's along that. And Shannon Sharpe's whole argument is, well, here's all these text messages and how she asked me to behave like this in the bedroom.
Yeah.
She wanted me to do this.
That's why it has to be released, dude. That's crazy. It's like, fuck, I gotta fucking release this shit, and he has to go out. He has to release the most embarrassing text thread to show what kind of character this woman has.
Right.
It's like, okay, this is like it's good evidence.
Well, if there's photos of like injury, I don't know if that's the case, but it's Dodgers pitcher. I can't believe I'm forgetting his name right now, but it's okay. You don't need to know him.
Yeah.
He got blackballed from MLB because while he was with the Dodgers, he had sex with this girl, but she was beat the fuck up, right? Black guy, choked unconscious kind of shit.
Oh, that's crazy.
Like punched in the back of the head kind of shit. This guy's an athlete who throws 100 miles per hour, man.
What the fuck?
You throw 100 miles per hour and you're going to hit somebody, a woman, like while you're having sex with, right? And so he was suspended by the Dodgers indefinitely, right? Until the investigation went through. Well, the thing is, this guy was also being a dick and an asshole. He's kind of known for being a dick. And so the way he was handling it wasn't so great as well. He should have just kept it silent as it was coming out. But what did come out was the text messages from this girl talking to her friend like, oh, I'm about to meet this picture tonight, and dollar sign emojis, the tongue sticking out emoji with the dollars, right? Mm-hmm. And so that didn't help her at all.
Yeah.
Now, he is claiming that, yeah, she wanted me to choke her out. And that her argument was like, I like rough sex. He beat the shit out of me.
Yeah.
You know? But all because of that, oh, I'm about to
$1.
go on a date with an MLB pitcher. You know, he got off on legally.
Yeah.
All the lawsuits against him were dropped.
Yeah.
But he's still blackballed because I think all the other team owners, they're just like, liability. I'm not gonna touch this shit. Yeah. Like, even if it was consensual, for me, if a girl was like, we're having sex and she's like, punch me in the face, I'm like, no. I'm saying no.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Like, choke me out. Like, that's not sexy to me at all.
It's interesting, right? Because like I know for a fact that there are like girls that I've hooked up to, they like the choking.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Weird, but
it's a little weird. Like I don't know to the extent it's like
of Darce choke.
Yeah, it's like choke me. If you guys see my sex tape, it's me putting this girl in a fucking rear naked choke, and then she knocks out, and she wakes up, and then we don't even have sex. We just like go over some moves.
Bruce Buffer comes in.
Yeah, just doing jujitsu
by submission. No, but so in this case, if Shannon Sharpe comes out on top legally and all that, I don't think any network's going to want to touch him.
Yeah.
But good for him. He built his own network.
Yeah.
Podcasting. So I'm sure, you know, he's going to be okay. But he's not going to be the, you know, 9-figure contract okay that he would have been.
It's just... everybody... Like, remember the whole... not Michael B. Jordan, but Last Man in San Francisco. What's his name? Actor.
I don't know.
He was going through his whole thing too. He was supposed to be a superhero in Aquaman.
An Aquaman?
Is it Aquaman?
No, the villain. Blueface in Ant-Man. Creed 3.
What's his name?
I know. We're so bad at names. Jonathan
Majors. Like the whole drama that happened with him. And it's just... I think these people don't understand too. Like I'm starting to see that all these people are fucking weird. They are really just perverse, weird fucking human
Hollywood
beings.
Is weird.
It's really weird. And I know a lot of people think that, you know, I even had that from my perspective too, where someone wrote like, oh, you're like salty because you didn't get to go to that. I was like, I never wanted to. Like, why are you putting these random goals on me? But I've been privileged enough to like be a part of these circles. And I'm like, all of you guys, if it wasn't for the fact that you're actors, would all be social misfits that wouldn't fit anywhere, and in a bad way too. I'm talking about you guys are fucking sick fucks. None of you deserve anything, right? It's just I just wish the worst upon you. Like, it's fucking weird. Like the way that they suck each other's dicks in these rooms, it's so fucking odd.
Speaking of that too, Drusky, I think, is also being sued by I think it's being sued by the same lawyer over some Diddy party shit. Did you read it?
Drusky?
Yeah, the Drusky allegation.
Oh my God. He's not even famous enough for that.
No. That's what he's saying. I'm not famous enough to go to these Diddy sex parties, right?
It's Drusky.
But the lawsuit, you know, it's talking about sexual assault, but you can't help but fucking laugh at the allegations.
Wait, what are the allegations?
That everyone was spraying baby oil on each other. So everyone is slippery, right? And they did like a WWE powerbomb on her on the bed. And Drusky fucking belly flopped on her.
Get the fuck out of here.
And it crushed her.
This is not
where
a real
she lost. Yeah, I'm not supposed to laugh either.
First of all, this wouldn't be a lawsuit. That girl would be dead.
Yeah.
Drusky is huge. He is fat as fuck. If he was greased up landing on somebody, that bitch would have turned into a 2D cartoon character.
And that's what they're saying. But that's the worst part of the allegation is that they started assaulting her.
What were you thinking? Young lady, you could have fabricated anything. That is insane.
That's
Even if it's
so
true,
crazy. Yeah.
that's fucking insane.
It's so insane to be just made up too. Though.
That's the other part.
Yeah. But I think she might also have Drusky mixed up with somebody else because he wasn't famous at the date that she's claiming this happened in
That's
like 2018.
impossible. Like
Yeah.
these P. Diddy parties too, the way that all these celebrities talk about are only for it's like some Jeffrey Epstein type of shit. It's like you come to this party, I got fucking dirt on you.
Yeah.
Drusky, even in his fame right now, he's not that famous. He makes good money. He's not fucking fuck you rich money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like he probably makes like good 7 figures. He's not rich enough to be a part of that Diddy party. If you were gonna sue somebody, there's plenty of other people.
Right.
That's the biggest tell, right?
You're suing the wrong person without even like anything going on.
Probably fucking the butler at Diddy's mansion makes more than Drusky. Like you sued the lowest like common denominator. Are you dumb?
Right.
And by the way, what was the last Diddy party? Like Drusky only blew up in the last year,
That's right.
and he's been in litigation for about a year. So what the fuck are you talking about?
Well, there are a few moments he had with Diddy before all this crazy shit went down where they did do some sort of collab skit. But then the date that she says that this all went down was way too long ago
There's no way.
for Drusky to ever be in anyone's mind. Yeah. Because it was...
She just found some random light-skinned fat black guy and was like, and you got squashed by him and you're still upset. That's not Drusky, dude.
Yeah.
That's not Drusky.
Well, I gotta say, if all these people get in trouble for these Diddy parties, but nobody gets in trouble for the Epstein shit...
Crazy.
That's where it's like, come on.
Yeah.
So the Black Freaky Party is the one that's going to go down, and like the other one is completely okay.
By the way, I thought that list was going to be released. Where the fuck is it?
It's because there's certain
People that are on there.
who are very important to people who are in power. Yeah.
Well, we shall see.
release that. Yep.
Well, guys, that wraps up this episode of the Genius Brain Podcast. Drusky, I don't think it's you. Impossible. That girl would be dead.
Yeah.
She would be like an Acme cartoon character. You have to peel her off the fucking concrete. There's no fucking way. You guys can see Genius Brain every Sundays at 12 p.m. You can catch Ed at Ed Park VP and at Manga Miata. We will see you all next time. Peace.
Peace.